Yes, my people, we are back on the channel today talking about my beloved Arsenal. Come on, the boys, for the fixture on Monday night against Aston Villa. In today's video, we are going to be doing a predicted lineup as well as a very quick preview, all on the build-up to the Arsenal game. Stay locked in, I've got ya. Okay, so straight away, let's just get into the lineup. As you can see on the screen, this is what I'm going to go with. This is what I'm going to predict. This is what I think Arteta's going to go with as well. Raya in between the sticks. I think that's a given. Obviously, unless there's an injury crisis happening in that goalkeeper position, Raya will be in goal. Moving out to right back, I think Ben White, because Timber is still injured. We don't know when his return date will be. So until then, Ben White will play right back. There is questions that maybe Konsa could come in and play right back. I don't think he will. Obviously, Mascara can play right back, but no, I think Ben White had a very solid game against Cov, and I think he'll play again. Moving on to left back, I'll go Calafiori. Obviously, Hincapié could come in as well, but again, Calafiori. I just don't want to change that back line too much from the Cov game. I thought they played very well together, and yeah, for that reason, I think Calafiori will just stay left back or striker. We know he likes to go on his little adventures. Okay, moving into the back two. Now, this is where I've made my first change. I've put Konsa in for Mascara. We don't actually know what's going to happen with Mascara, whether he's going to go out on loan or whether he might get sold. I have seen a few rumours on Twitter recently, X. Seen a few rumours recently, whether we don't know what is going to happen with Mascara now that Konsa's come in. Personally, I think the reason we've brought Konsa in is for depth. So it'd make no sense to then go and loan out Mascara. But for this game, I would bring in Konsa. No one's going to know that Aston Villa team better than Konsa. He's literally been there for years. And it will be good to see how he pairs up against Gabriel. Gabriel, obviously, on the other side, he's not going to move, is he? He is our brick wall at the back. Moving into midfield then. Going in the six, I'd say Declan Rice. Obviously, there was always questions over his fitness and only playing certain games and stuff like that. But I think until the Champions League starts, I think he's pretty much got that position unlocked. Obviously, Zubimendi could come in, but again, Rice, Zubimendi, you're going Rice all day, aren't you? Moving into the 8, I think MLS keeps his position. Bruno should be back. That should be brought up, that Bruno should be back by then. However, obviously, he's just coming back from a bit of a thigh injury. I'd stick with MLS for now. Maybe give him 60 minutes and bring Bruno on for about half an hour just so we can get him back up to fitness, ready for the next game following that. Then in the 10 role, I'd go Odegaard. I think Odegaard has been on fine form since coming back from the World Cup. We say it every video. If we can get this Odegaard to continuously play like this, I think he's going to be an absolute problem this season. So therefore, Odegaard in the 10. Locked in. On the wings, Zolis on the left, Saka on the right. Zolis, obviously, is locked down that left wing position with the sales of Martinelli and Trossard. We don't actually know what's going to happen with him, whether we are going to bring in another left winger that could maybe push him and challenge him to start on that left. But until then, that position is Zolis's, because who else can really play there? On the right, we've got Saka. Madueke needs to stay away from this team for a while. Preferably stick him out on loan. I seen a rumour earlier about Liverpool were interested in him, and I think it was just bait. For God's sake, I wish it was true. And then up top, Kai Havertz. Gyökeres might feel a bit hard done by that he's not been getting many minutes, and obviously maybe with the incoming of Julian Alvarez, that could push him back in the pecking order even more. But until then, it's Kai Havertz's role up top. I think he brings more to the game. He brings the wingers in more. I think Gyökeres is great. He's a brute, but I don't think we need him for this game. So with that being said, I'm going to start Havertz up top. So that is my starting lineup for Villa away on Monday night. Now let's just talk Villa. Villa opening day of the season got pumped by Brighton 4-0. But what did we take from that game? Brighton are a very well set up team. They're a very settled team. Villa have made quite a few new signings, and they've lost a lot of players. A lot of quality has gone. No Martinez in goal is what I'm going to expect. No Rodgers because he's gone to Chelsea, and no Tielemans because he's gone to Man United. What does that mean for Aston Villa in this season? I don't think they're going to do too well unless they make some big signings. I think they've just loaned out Tammy Abraham to Ipswich, and they've brought in Garnacho. We all know about Garnacho and how he is dog shit. I'm not really looking at him as being a threat for us, especially with that defence that we've got starting. I'd be really intrigued to see what that lineup is going to be like for Villa. Obviously, they've brought in João Gomez and he got sent off, so he won't be playing. I think Onana's injured. That team is so gettable. Like, we can really come out. We can batter Villa at home, and I think we need to do that. We've started off our defence of the title really, really well. Opening day of the Premier League against newly promoted Coventry. Villa, in theory, should be a tougher test, but with the team that I've seen play against Brighton, I don't know. I think they're going to struggle with this season, but it is so important for us to come out and take advantage of that. That is what champions do. They take advantage of the weaker sides. They put them to bed nice and early. So in terms of a prediction, I'm going to predict a 3-0 win for Arsenal. I think we've got goals in us. I think Zolis is going to, like I always said, he's going to be an FPL menace this season. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 3-0 prediction. I'm going to say Saka maybe gets on the score sheet. I'm going to say maybe an Odegaard goal again. A couple assists from Zolis. But I'd love an Ezri Konsa header from a set piece. I'd love a set piece goal in this game. But yeah, as far as lineups and predictions go, guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said, nice, short and sweet, just to get it out the way. Obviously, this is going out Friday, so we've got the whole weekend ahead to sit back, feet up, and watch what the other teams will do, and then pressure on Monday to turn up and show everyone, listen, you had your fun this weekend, but we're still here, we're still the champs, and we're winning everything this season. Cheers for watching the video, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share to your friends as well, because we're pushing for 200 subscribers. Yeah, I want to try and get that goal before the end of the year. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you Monday for a match reaction after Aston Villa. Nice one.